Hello, welcome to Maximize Your Time and Elevate Your Life, the weekly podcast that gives busy professionals practical tips to work smarter, not harder. I'm your host, Blinn Bates, and each week we're going to explore simple strategies to help you take control of your calendar and create more margin in your life. Because although time is finite, how you use it matters. Welcome back. Today I want to talk about something that's called the time audit. We all wonder at the end of the day, maybe we're feeling exhausted, unsure of what we accomplished. Where did our time go? And I think a time audit can be an eye-opening exercise to figure out what it is we're doing and what changes maybe we should make. We all have some blind spots when it comes to our own time. Most people overestimate how much time they spend on meaningful work and underestimate how much is lost to things like distraction, task switching, interruptions, scrolling, watching TV, Netflix. We can improve if we measure what we're doing, but most of us don't typically measure our time. A time audit can be the quickest way to reveal what our patterns actually are and see where we're at on a week-to-week basis. It doesn't judge our choices, it just shows us what we're actually doing, so then we can make changes if that's something that we want to do. So here's a harsh reality check for us. Pick up your phone, go to your settings, and scroll down to where it says screen time, and click on that, and then see all app and website activity. And that's going to tell you what your daily average time that you spend on your phone, and it breaks it down by app, by category, things like that. You know, maybe we're spending 2 hours scrolling on Facebook. Is that the best use of our time? And I think if you look at that, probably going to make you sick how much time. Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the episode. Wanted to break in for just a second to let you know that if you're a busy professional who wants more control over your time, your calendar, and your priorities, I do offer consulting and coaching services. You can navigate to my website at blinnbates.com. You can review our services, complete the right fit evaluator, and see if working together makes sense. Just submit that short evaluator and we can schedule a no-cost, no-obligation call to see if working together would be helpful. Again, that's blinnbates.com. I'll put that link in the show notes. Now let's get back to the episode. You spend on that device. But what a time audit is an expanded version of this that our phone is doing for us on the time that we're spending on our phone. The time audit is all of our time. So it's a simple, structured log of how we're spending our time on a day-to-day basis. You record what you're doing in small time segments throughout the day, and then we can look over the course of a week or two to see where is our attention going, where's our energy going. This isn't meant to be perfect. We just want to have an honest assessment of what we're actually doing. So what's the best way to do this? Simple, practical way to do this would be to choose a time interval. In the lawyer world, we operate or had previously operated in segments of 6 minutes, so tenths of an hour. When we're billing time, that's what we typically use. That's what the ethics board says is advisable in hourly practice. But for convenience and for this purpose, I think a 15 to 30 minute segment would provide some pretty good insights. The key is going to be consistency, not how precise it really is, so that you can get an overall picture of what you're doing. And I would suggest that you record that time contemporaneously. This is a rule we learn in the lawyer world also, that contemporaneous billing is much better than trying to capture the time after the fact and make it up later from our memory, because our memory is typically not good. So when we're recording what we actually did, we want to write down 15 minutes spent on X category. So maybe we have some categories of email, meetings, administrative work, deep thinking work, personal work, scrolling, watching Netflix, whatever it is. And then maybe we want to record how we felt while we were doing that. How was our energy level? Was it high? Was it low? Medium? And then we can identify patterns at the end of the week. Where did our time leak to? What tasks are we doing that we shouldn't be doing? What are the blocks of time where we're feeling like we have the most energy that we should probably put our highest, best tasks? What are our recurring distractions? What activities are we doing that don't align with our goals? And then work through, are things taking us a lot longer than we actually thought they were? Is something that we thought should take 30 minutes taking 2 hours. This is all about awareness. And the good audit is going to reveal to you when are the most productive times that I should be working, what are my biggest distractions, and does my calendar match up with my priorities? Are we wasting too much time on things that we don't think are important? What do we need to eliminate? What do we need to automate? What do we need to delegate? So I would challenge you this week to complete a 1-week time audit. Get yourself an old-fashioned yellow legal pad, carry it around with a pen, and write down 15, 30-minute segments. I did this. And then after a week, you can take a look at it, maybe put it into a spreadsheet, play with it, and see, here's the patterns that I see, here's the things I need to change, here's what surprises me, here's what frustrates me. I think it's going to be really, really empowering to do this. So start your time audit today. This is going to be a great way to start taking control of your days, weeks, and months. And that's how you maximize your time and elevate your life. Thanks for listening to Maximize Your Time, Elevate Your Life. If you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe and share it with someone who could use a little more time freedom. If you're ready to maximize your time, please navigate to our consulting page on my website, which is blendbates.com, and submit the right fit evaluator to see if I can help you elevate your life. Remember, time is limited, but your potential isn't. I'll see you next week.